Hello and welcome to Sharon Massachusetts. I have collection of different pictures and images of Sharon, and I'm going to just throw them in with no order, and I make very brief narration. So this is part one, and I hope you will enjoy it. So now we are looking at South Main Street. Imagine Depot Street is on your right and Bond and Billings on your left. The house on the right side is the former Quaker Inn. Later it became private home. Then it was demolished and now it's a bank. The postcards also shows two modes of transportation that were in Sharon before 1920s. On the right side, you can see horse-drawn buggy, and in the middle, you can see a trolley car or streetcar. So this picture is the Post Office Square or center of town in 1915. The photographer was standing at Billings Street and he was looking west towards Depot Street. Petty and Colburn's store is on the left side, and Dennett Block, where we have Coriander and Angels now, is on the right side. It was built in 1905. In the years later, the beautiful elm tree, which is in the center of the picture, was replaced with a small rotary, and eventually we put lights in. So this is another picture of the Post Office Square. Imagine you have Unitarian Church behind your back and directly across from you is Billings Street. This photo is from 1906 and Dennett Block is on the left side and Bryan's store is in the middle. That's a bank now. On the right side is Petty and Colburn's store, which is Sharon Market. So this is definitely one of the oldest pictures we have of the square. It's probably from mid-1800s. So you can see the original Petty and Colburn store, which was a gathering spot for many citizens of the town, and they usually arrived on horse-drawn buggies. Also, the delivery of the goods was by buggies. This building was later moved to 32 Station Street, and it is a private residence now. The Petty store was built, it was much larger afterwards. I will show you more pictures. This is Billings Street. So imagine you're walking down Billings Street towards Men's Pond. So I think this is probably intersection with Summit. It's probably in early 1900s. You can see that the sidewalks are constructed just from dirt. Sometimes they were edged with stones, and they lasted up to 1940s. So this is Sharon's original railroad station. The station was actually on the other side, on the Providence side. You can see three car train, steam engine, and behind it on the far right side you can see basically the crossing before they put up the overpass. You can also see horse-drawn buggy leaving the station, somewhere right in the middle, and wooden platform that extended from the front of the station to an area beyond the Sharon sign. This building was demolished in 1930s and the new overpass was built, as well as the beautiful brick station that is on the Boston side. So this is another train station that we had in Sharon. We had three actually. So this is the second one. It was also called the New York, New Haven and Hartford Railroad Station, and it was at Sharon Heights. If you look at the map, you can see the Garden Street basically being broken. That's where the train station was. This train station actually got lots of use. First with ice industry, where basically the huge ice cubes were put on the trains and delivered to Boston and elsewhere. Eventually, the Burkhardt Brewery purchase it, and they organized picnics, outings, and people used to visit and swim at the lake and have great time here in Sharon. The next use was when fake Dr. Clark, was making his cherry sweet bitters, and he was basically selling them to Boston, and they were delivered via this train as well. So this train station actually got lots of use in its day. At night time, freight trains would drop off commodities from Boston. Coal was the principal item, which was left at the coal yards adjacent to the tracks to be picked up by local coal dealers to deliver to their customers. By the way, I made video on Burkhart's Grove as well as on the ice industry, so you can watch them on this channel. So this is Sharon Public Library. It was built in 1914 actually, with funds offered by Mr. Andrew Carnegie. The architectural plans were so successful, they were distributed through the nation by the American Library Association and were also included in the Encyclopedia Britannica in 1929 article on library architecture. So this building is long gone. However, it used to be on High Street, right where the public parking lot is. This was called the High Street School. It opened in 1899. It housed 2 classrooms on each floor and a lunchroom in the basement. It served to 2nd and 3rd graders. There were 2 entrances, one that you can see left side of the building, that was for girls, and the one on the other side was for boys. So unfortunately this building is long gone as well. This picture is most likely from 1920s. It was called the Sharon Inn, and it was located on a corner of South Main Street and Station Street, where the current Wilbur School apartment is, or rather the lawn. It was one of many inns and hotels and boarding houses here in Sharon, and they were all very popular during what we call resort era in Sharon. In the late 1920s, the inn was demolished so that the Wilbur School on the corner of South Main and Chestnut Street could be expanded, and then it became the high school. So this picture is from 1915 probably, and it is North Main Street, right across the pond, or rather the pond is on the right side, so it's Travel Shop Pond, and the building on the left was Car Barn, and you can see the trucks, which were trucks for the streetcars. By the way, the trolleys ran from Cobb's Corner to the corner of East Foxborough and Garden Street. The trolleys came from Matapan to Cobb's Corner, and the riders were able to make easy connection to Sharon trolleys. Unfortunately, this business lasted only about 20 years, so the first 20 years of 19th century. Alright, I promised to keep this video short, so that's it. That's part 1. I'm going to work on more videos. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching Sharon Local History.